colors. Now close your eyes and imagine, just imagine, red, blue, green, yellow coming from everywhere. Color powder in the air. My most favorite holiday of all, Holi. Holi, the festival of colors, is celebrated all across India and Nepal. The streets are filled with colors, and this festival celebrates love, friendships, new beginning, harvest, and the victory of good over evil. Holi follows the lunar calendar. What that means is, it doesn't fall on the same day every single year. It generally falls between March and April, because that's the spring. This is also the beginning of the spring harvest season. So it's a very important year for agriculture, because all the farmers have worked so hard to sow the seeds and plant, put water, and now it's time for them to harvest the fruits of their labor. Now, Holi being a festival with roots in Hinduism, there's also a religious story associated with it. Holi, which is derived from Holika, signifies goodness over evil. Holika was a sister of a very evil king, and that king, Hiranyakashipu, had a son, Prahlad. Now, Prahlad really believed in God, and he was a kid who had immense faith in God. Hiranyakashipu, his father, on the other hand, he thought he was above God. He was above the law, he was above everything, and he wanted everybody in his kingdom to pray to him. Prahlad said, no way. No one can take the place of God. So Prahlad kept to it, and he continued to pray to God Vishnu. As Prahlad continued to pray to God Vishnu, and the whole kingdom, out of being scared, changed that, you know what Hiranyakashipu did? He went to his evil methods, and he asked his sister Holika, and now Holika here had a boon, that fire would never destroy her. She could walk through fire, she would never get burned, nothing would happen to her. So he said, let's have a bonfire. And why don't you sit in that bonfire with my son Prahlad? So that's what they did. And you know what happened? Prahlad came out of the bonfire without a scratch. And Holika, well, we can't say the same about her. You know why? Because when we have powers, when we have goodness, when we have these magic and we have the strength, if we use those to cause evil and cause harm, even God's not going to protect us. Nothing. What good are our powers if they're used to hurt other people? They should be used to help other people. And that is what Holi teaches us. So to celebrate that and honor that story, the night before Holi is called Chhoti Holi. That's when people have bonfires, they pray to God, and in the bonfire, they throw popcorn and little peanuts and things as a symbol of the inner evil that we have within. They sacrifice it in the fire and say, God, please get rid of all the evil that I have within me. I give it to this fire, and now I only want to live with goodness. The next morning, which is my favorite, is when the streets turn into colorful graffitis, because that's when everybody comes out with color powder. The color powder they smear on each other as a gesture of love and as a gesture of friendship, forgiveness, and fun. Also, you know what we used to do when I was a little kid? We had these water soakers called pichkari. We would fill them with water and we would spray it on each other. People also create these colorful designs on the floor. They are called Rangolis, traditional Indian floor art. You see this? This design is a Rangoli. That's a puzzle, but it's created with sand. That brings good luck, joy, positivity, and a lot of new beginning, good energy into the home. So now that we heard a story about Prahlad, there's another story about Holi. Story which talks about the origin of where the color play started from. So the color play, this story dates back to Krishna and Radha. Krishna was very naughty and Radha his best friend. As they used to play, it's said that some people made fun of Krishna because Krishna had a different tinge than other kids. So one day Krishna went back to his mom, Yashoda, who loved him very much, and said, Maya, he called her Maya. Maya, why am I different than my friends? Is something wrong with me? Am I not as good, or are they better than me? And his Maya said, Krishna, you're special, you're unique, no one is like you, and that's the best thing about you. And then all the friends got together, they picked up these colors and they smeared it on each other. And after they had played Holi for hours, everybody looked so colorful. And everybody looked beautiful, everybody looked different. And we learned that we're amazing just the way we are. Back in the old days, you know how the color powder used to be made? The color powder was made using flower petals, meaning the reds came from dried roses, the blues came from dried irises, and some of the herbs like turmeric. Turmeric is what gave the orangey yellow color, and they were supposed to help us, give us fragrance in the spring season and help fight off any of the viruses that came with the change of the season. Now, you know what else helped? The food. How can you have a celebration without food, right? Some of the most famous foods during the time of Holi are the street foods. For example, chaat literally means licking in Hindi, is basically foods that are finger licking good. They have a little bit of sweet, spicy, sour, everything mixed in them, and savory. And they are yummy, such as chaat papri, dahi bhalla, and most of the foods that you have during this time of Holi are supposed to give you some cooling energy as the weather's changing and it's getting warmer. Thanda, which is a very famous drink, which is made out of milk, cold milk, and a whole bunch of herbs, spices, and nuts all crushed together, gives you good energy, is yummy, and keeps you happy and healthy for the spring arrival. So now, are you ready to close your eyes with me? Close them and imagine red, blue, yellow, purple coming from everywhere. Color powder in the air. Happy Holi! Holi hai!